Hello there, welcome to another class. Let me just wait the YouTube to load here and see if everything is fine. Hello, testing, good night and welcome. Hello there, welcome. Okay, the sound looks good, the image as well. So in today's class, we'll solve the question number 15. And the question statement is, read an integer number with 6 digits and separate in two integers with 3 digits each. So this is a very common question when we're learning, so we can make sure that we know how to use those integer divisions. We already solved some questions that help us to figure out this, and this is how we learn to do coding. We're going to building up our library with some basic example, and later on we can combine them and solve way more complex problems. It's like most of other things, like math. We start with basic expression until we can do very advanced like algebra things. But I can tell you this, coding is easier, way easier than algebra. So let's do this. First, let's copy this. Let's bring it to our whiteboard and let's think about it. Oh, and by the way, I figured out how to change the color. It's so easy. It's just here, you go this, and there is preference. So you can change to this. I didn't try this one here, but this is fine. And let's add a text here so we can have this. And one thing that is very common, sometimes we just read let's change the source here. I think there is a way to make it better. Font family. This is better. We have to always double check to make sure that the statement, the requirement is clear. Because even some basic statement like this one could have some some doubts, like it's not clear. So the idea is let's read an integer number. So we can easily say, okay, this is our program. We will have an input, and that input will be an integer number. And we were told that there are 6 digits with 6 digits. So we could say, example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, whatever number that has, or we can say like this. What is our output? Our output will be whatever I get as input, like just to represent that we have 6 digits, we'll break down in 2 variables. So this will be, the output will be 2 integers with 3 digits. We may assume that are the first 3 and the last 3. So that will be a way to understand it. So if we get the input like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this is 123,456. If this is the input, the output will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If the input is something like 4, 5, 7, 1, 2, 3, the output will be 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. We have to break this number right here. Oops, sorry. And let me do this. So that is the point. We don't know a command that will directly divide a number and give us the first 3, the last 3. Actually, we do, but we have to find out, okay, what we learned so far that we can do this. So let's just do something like this. I put some numbers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Whoa, this 5 is very ugly. What mathematical operation we can do to separate them? So let's think about this. Let's see if I can copy this. I didn't do a good job on this, so oops, sorry. Let me move this down here, and then I can move this up. Oops, sorry. We have to think, what arithmetic operation we know? Addition, subtraction, division, multiplication, and module. And look to this number, you can see, okay, let's try to divide this number. So, if you divide by, so we have to figure out, okay, what number can you use to try to extract this? I could give you the answer direct, let's try to divide it by 1000. But what you can think is, okay, what kind of operation we can do? Let's try to use 10 and see 10 what we have here. So if this is 10, we're going to say, okay, we're going to try to divide by this. Five, multiply by 10, so be this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 0. And then when you do the difference, the remainder will be 6, and the division will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we make this 100, that means we don't need this. Oh, sorry. We don't need this. So that means here we don't need this, we don't need this. Let's do the division again. So let me just make this easy. So if you divide by 100, what we're gonna do? Actually, what we're doing is we are separate the last two digits, because here will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 0, and then you have 56 as the remainder. So what you realize is that every 0 we add, we get one extra number. So it would be something like this. So we figure out what math operation we can use. We'll divide by 100. The division will be the first 3. The remainder, or the module, will be the last 3. So easy like that. So this is very common, where we get a problem that for us in real world will be very easy. Even a kid could get this and separate. Oh, okay, this is the first 3, this is the last 3. But this is the challenge when you're coding. We cannot do exactly what we can do in our world. We have to use something that is part of the language. And that's why we're learning those basic commands. And I'm making sure that we are covering everything that is going to need for more complex solution later on. This is the beauty of this training. I'm going to make sure that you're going to be bored about the basic stuff that we need. So let's go to our Visual Studio now that we have a solution in our mind and try to figure out this problem. The first thing, this is boring now. We have to, okay, let's tell the user what we are expecting. We're going to say type a number. We can just say number. We know that it is an integer number. We can call this number. We're going to use an int, parse that int, and then we will use the console dot read line and this as we saw before. So now we are allow the user to give us the number. And we have to first part will be the number that we got divided by 1000. And the last part will be the number mod 1000. And now we can do a console.writeLine, and then we can do a simple interpolation where we're gonna say part one, or first part, space, or something like this, and then last part or second part. Last part is okay. If you don't like the names, we can just say this. We could call, it's very common that we are writing our program and then we decide to change names. For example, instead of first part, let's call left. I go here and rename symbol to left part. The B with rename is going to change wherever appear. I did a mistake here. I go there and rename again. I put double T, left. Or I could just call left. And this one here, instead of last, I rename to right. A good engineer will spend some time to choose good names. Left part, just left, will be fine here. I guess there is only 3 variables, so I okay with this. I could change this to just left, and then change this to just right. It's fine. Don't use like very long name. This variable is stored the left side, or the first 3, the last 3. We could maybe call first 3, last 3, something like this. And now what you do, we need to fix our entry point. So we go to our program. And the last program we ran was the 14. Oops, not here. Let's change it to 15. Save. And then we can, let's put a breakpoint so you can see what is going on. And let's run. And let's put here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The initial test is what we call happy path. We just put something that we know what is going on, and let's see what happens. So let's expand the local variables here. And when we try to divide, we get 1, 2, 3. And then the last is, or the model is 4, 5, 6. And now we will print and we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could even do something like this. First 3. Last 3. So up to you. We can do like some, as they call, separating 2 integers. Don't ask for some. We just show them separated. We could even put some spacing. It's very important that we try with different. In our statement, was told that there is 6 digits, but we could say, okay, let me try if there is only 3 digits. What happened? When we try this, it's like the left part will be 0, 0, 0, and the last one will be 1, 2, 3. If we're doing an interview or even in the work, you have to, okay, can I assume we always get 6 digits? And they say yes, okay, let's go for it. We can try to break our code as well. Okay, what if we do something like this? Minus 987,645. There are still 6 digits, but they are negative. So as we can see, we still do we are just showing the signal there. And then if the interviewer or they tell us, oh no, we need to remove the signal, we already know what to do. We're going to learn a better way to do this, or how to properly do this. Right now, we don't know how. So this is part of the next class. We're going to start to learn how to change the flow of our code to do different commands depending on what we're doing. Cool will be selection command. So it's very important that we already figure out that there is some limitations about what we know so far. Our programs, they are like sequential. It's just linear. We do one step after the other until we finish our code. What if we need to maybe do different steps based on the values that we get? So it is what we're going to learn next class. So I hope this one is clear, that we understand like how we can use basic math operation to do some of those requirements. And now let's save this guy and let's move to the next question that I already put here, 16. 16 say, read an integer number with 6 digits and generate a new number with the digits in reverse order. So this is a little bit more interesting. So let's go here. You clean the canvas, reset the canvas, and then let's copy the description. Let's go back here and put this. Let's change the font. Cool. I guess this one is better. So, to understand what is being asked here. Okay, first let's do this. This is our program. We have an input that will be similar to the last one. We can just copy and paste. Will be integer number with 6 digits. We need to do something to be able to return this with the same number, or the inverse of the provided number. So if our input, one example, is something like this, let's put down below here. Okay, well, not, let's move this a little bit down, and then if our input is something like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the output will be 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If our input is something like, oh, let me do this. I click here. If it's something like 3, 9, 2, 7, 3, 5, our output will be 5, 3, 7, 2, 9, 3. There is a lot of things that you're going to learn that later on we're going to find out an easier way to just accomplish it. Right now, I want you to just use the basic command. If you ask this for an experienced programmer, there is some easy ways to do this. But we're going to learn how the hard way so we can expand our mind and use all the tools we have available now. So let's assume we get this number here. We get, let's go here. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. So we already learned from the last question, if you divide by 10, what happened here? Let's expand this a little bit. If you divide by 10, we're going to have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then here will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0. and then the mod will be 6. So the division gives us all the numbers except the last when you divide by 10. And our reminder is the 10, is the last one without the other ones. So then we can think, okay, now we figure out how to get the 6. That is the last one. We can use a logic to, okay, let's keep going. We save that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, we divide by 10. So what you have here, the division will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and the remainder will be 5. And what we can do is, okay, later on we can combine this. We can get this 5, and we can put on the right side of the 6. How can we do it? Well, how a 6 became a 6, 5? Well, if we multiply by 10, and then we add. So that will be the idea to solve this. We use division and remainder and model, and then some multiplication. So we're going to extract each digit, and then we can combine them. Got the idea? This is a good example that later on we're going to learn how to do repetition. So I want you to feel the pain that sometimes you need to do one thing multiple times, where you could tell the computer, repeat this number of times. But right now, let's go back to here. What you do, let's go to the previous question. We'll copy this because it's exactly what we need. Oh, sorry, 16. There is a lot of copy and paste in code, lot, way more than you can imagine. However, for you, when we're doing copy and paste, there is something that, I can do something better here. We're going to learn how to do it. But right now, what we did is this. So what we could think is, okay, let's go back here. The first module, we get what will be the first digit. So imagine that we do something like this. See if we can follow my idea. First will be number, module 10. Now that we get this, I will prepare to keep going. So I will get all the numbers except this, because now it has what I need to keep moving to extract the last one. So what I'll do here, I can call a variable like aux that you receive the number divide by 10. Or if I don't need to save this number to the end, I can just use the same variable. But let's use a different one so we can keep the original number and we prepare. So let's do this. Let's run this guy because I want to show you what we are doing. Sometimes it's very important to understand one little bit of the problem, and then we can combine and then build up the final solution. If I run my program now, and I put like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, I didn't print anything. So let's just do a console.write line, and let's do like a string interpolation. But for now, let's just put first here, and then we can do another console.write line, and then aux, because I want to see what aux will become. Let's run it. One, two, three, four, five, six. I'm calling here first because it will be the first of the new number, but this is the last of this one here. So after we do this, let's just ignore this and let's get again. Second will be number mod 10, because now we have this 12,345 and we want to extract the 5. Follow me? So now that we extract the 5, we do this again. We get the division, so we don't need to declare anymore. We're just going to update it. We want to get everybody except the 5. And then we'll do the same thing again. Oh, let's just print here so we can, let's improve this. And now let's print first and then second. Again, 1023, 456. Oh, wait. Second, I put number as a common mistake instead of ox. So number was still the original one. As I copy and paste, I forgot to fix this. So how dangerous copy and paste is if you don't pay attention. So let's go back there. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then run. So now what you can see is my, the other mistake here. This is not a number anymore, it's ox. Because now I am keeping number with the original one, and ox is the one that I'm always calculate the number that's left. So if you run again, this was my original intention. If I do this, we see this. So we'll keep doing the same idea. Int third will be ox divided by 10, and then ox will be ox divided by 10. Actually, here I meant to say instead of divide is mod. So let's just repeat this as well so you can see what is going on. And let's print third as well. And let's print ox. Let's save, run again. I want to see how I'm decomposing the number and get ready to the next extraction. We got 6, 5, 4, and then we left 1, 2, 3. So now that you got the idea, I just remove all those prints to don't mess with our code. And then I'll just keep moving. It will be int fourth, fourth is like this, right? Oh, fourth is like this, I think. It will be ox divided by, mod 10, and then ox will be ox divided by 10. Int fifth, so I write this, now I'm in doubt. Fifth, I'll fix that later on. Ox, I use AI to correct for me. Divide, mod by 10, and then I'll say ox will be ox divided by 10. And actually this, I know that to be the last digit. That to be the 6th. And now what I can do a console dot write line interpolation string, and I could do something like this. That will be first, second, third, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and then sixth. And then I'm going to explain you something. So now let's put a breakpoint so we can see what is going on. Let's run and do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is our number. We're going to extract the first digit for the new number, that will be 6. We'll prepare for the next extraction, that will be the number except the last one, be ox. Then we extract the next one, that will be the second. And then we'll prepare ox to be whatever is in there minus the last one, except the last one, not minus. And then we're going to extract the third. And then update ox to be everything that is in there except the last one. And so on. We get the fourth, update. We get the fifth. And now that we get the fifth, whatever left will be the sixth one. So do you see? We have everything reversed. And then we are print in reverse mode. However, what tell here is, and generate a new number. So here, we are not generating a new number. We are printing it. We are printing the digits in reverse order. So actually, what we need to do is how we get each one of those digits and combine them in a number. So what we could do is, see if you follow my idea here. We generate a new number, int, that will be the reverse one. And that reverse one will be something like this. First, multiply by first multiply by 10. So when we do this, we will have, in this case, 60. And then we can say reverse plus equal second. So now we're going to have 65. Cool? And then what we can do is we can say reverse we reverse multiply by 10, and then reverse we receive reverse plus third. Are you following the idea? I got the number, multiply the last one. I got 6 and made 50. And then I said, okay, 60. Oh, sorry. I got 6 and made 60. 60 plus 5 will be 65. And now I will make it 650. And then I will add the 4, that will be 654. And so on. So what I do is I will keep multiply the number by 10 and add the last one. So we already learned that this we could do something like this. You remember? Plus equals third. And then could be multiply. No, this is just multiply by 10. We could do this. And the same thing here. It will be reversed, multiply by 10. And now we say reverse it, plus equal fourth, reverse multiply by 10, reverse plus equal fifth, and then reverse multiply by 10, And now we're at the last one. Reverse plus equals 60. Now what I do have is a full number that is reversed. So instead of just print each digit, I can just print reverse. And actually, what we're going to do, put a breakpoint here so you can follow if our logic makes sense. I hope I don't mess with your mind when I did this, but the only thing we did is we get each one of those digits that we got individually, and then we start multiply by 10 and add the next one. So, for example, here, let's clean this mess. Okay, let's go here. So we have the number 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. But we want to make them all in just one variable. So how do this? Well, if I want to have this, I could just do direct multiplication. This multiplied by 100,000 plus this multiplied by 10,000, this multiplied by 1,000, by 100, and 10. So what I did is I got 60 multiplied by 10, that will be 60. And then I add 5. So this became 65. Now I get 65, I multiply by 10. Every time I multiply by 10, because when I multiply by 10, it's almost the same as, okay, I'm going to create one space on the right side. Oh, let me get everything there. Of course, here will be a 0. But when I add 4 here, this will become 654. Then I multiply by 10 again. Then what happened? We're going to have 6,540. But then we're going to add 3, and then we'll have, or let me do this, we'll have 6,543. You got the idea, no? We do again. We multiply by 10, so then we have this, 0, and then we add 2, so we become 2 here. And then we do once again, to make one more space, and then we add 1. And now we have a full integer number that is exactly the same digit as the input, but reversed. Just to make sure, let's run again. And let's try a different example, like 5, 0, 9, 1, 2, and 6. We will extract everything, each one of the digits, and then we combine them all together. Six two 1906. This one is start and end with 6, so is that why he is kind of, looks like the same. We can try with some other values, like something like 98765 and then we can let it go. Let me remove this breakpoint. And then, oh wait, something is wrong here. Oh no, it's right. It's because you're printing twice. So just remember, if it's an interview and we just print this, you may be in trouble because the question said generate a new number that of course will be an integer as well. And in this case, you are printing the result, but we're not generating a new number. I'm only going to keep this here, just for the sake of exercise. And another thing is that this, instead of just do here, we could keep doing in each one of those lines. Cool. Yeah, that is the idea. Let's see what is the next class. I guess the class today is too long. So I stop here. We can, let me see what is the last one. Oh, I'll do this. I'm not going to do this. It's going to be your homework because we already did very similar questions. So I want you to solve this by yourself and make sure that that is fine. So what I will do here is like this. I will ask AI to review my variable names because I am not sure about the grammar. The names for the names. Let's see. I'm in doubt, like it's my second language. Sometimes I'm in doubt, or did I write those things correctly? I know that first, second, and third use a lot, but fourth, fifth, and sixth, I confess that I'm in doubt. Or I could just say this, something like this. Oh, wait. Okay, so what AI did is, okay, let's change this to digit 1, reminder, digit 2, digit 3, digit 4, digit 5. Maybe it's okay, not a bad name to do. And at the end, even did a simplification. In just one line, it did the multiplication by 10 and then addition by the new number. So that is not a bad idea at all. So we can keep that. I will keep the solution. And I should have do that. Or if you're in doubt about the names, change to something that is easier. So just change here for digit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then they combine. And as you can see, there is multiple different ways to solve the same problem. AI did in a better way in the sense that now we have only 6 lines to combine the number instead of my previous one that we had more. Someone could argue, well, here's easier because in one line we are just adding, the other one we just multiply, adding, multiply. But I confess that AI did a better job in this case. I guess it's easier to just say, okay, what I'm doing here? We are get reverse number that just have the first digit. We are multiply by 10 to create a space, and then we are adding the digit 2. When we have that number, we do the same. We multiply by 10 to create a new space, and then we are adding it. So, of course, it's very common for us to, after we finish something, we review and say, do you know, I could make this easier. And this sometimes is preference. I know that out there, someone will prefer, no, I like this way more, because it's easier to understand. But in this case, I confess that this is good enough as well, and less line is less effort to read. So in this case, AI did a good job in improving the name of the. And as you can see here, another thing that AI improved, if we go here, I was doing this. And, this. And AI just used the short operation, like something like this. Divide equals 10. Oh, sorry. That is because the first time is appear declare here, but in the next few lines it was like this. So I like that. I have to go. Oh, where is the AI solution? I revert and okay. And I can say mess with the code. Please apply the change again. That happened. Cool. Yeah, so I hope everything is clear. I didn't confuse your mind. This is a quest that is uncommon, and there is a very easy way to solve this when you learn about strings and model operation. So there is one command that you can use it, but here's just to explore how we can use base command to solve a more complex problem. Cool. Next class, we're gonna improve our tool set. We're gonna learn about different type of command. So I hope you are enjoying. God bless you. See you next class. Bye bye. Our tool set, we're gonna learn about different type of command. So I hope you are enjoying. God bless you.